Hey guys, Dave Whichard, President of FFL Velocity. Welcome to Weekend Warrior Podcast. If you haven't already, subscribe. Family First Life Velocity on YouTube. We appreciate you jumping on. Hey, listen, I just talking here a little bit, and I just want to share a few things that I don't know, I've learned, gleaned, those type of things over the last week or two. One of the things came to me. I'm reading through something, and came up with mental toughness. Read a book, and I got to that. It's like, if you have that, then you can be successful. And I got to thinking, you know what? Maybe I have some of that. And what I mean by that is, I think that grows with time. You create mental toughness by pushing through things. You create mental toughness by living your life and understanding that life is life. Life is going to happen whether you're working here or whether you're working anywhere. Life happens, right? You're going to have life happen. In this world, it's a tough world to live in. There's crap going on. There's this going to happen. If you're at FFL or you're not with FFL, but if you're with FFL and you're like struggling, you're going through whatever, you are going to go through that no matter whether you're here with us or whether you're with, whoever. And so just remember that. It's easy because some people think like, I'll leave here and it'll get okay. Look, people get sick. Family things happen. Car breaks down. Bills. Life, right? Those things are going to happen no matter what you're doing. So leaving somewhere doesn't mean it fixes everything. Those issues are still there. And a lot of those issues rely right in the middle of our 2 years, right here. A lot of it's in your head. I know that's the way it's been with me. When I've been at my best in my life and, with work and life in general, there's a lot of things that are aligned and better. I'm praying more, reading more, working out more, eating better. The people I associate with, people I listen to every day, I'm reading more books, listen to more podcasts. When I'm in those places, I'm always in a better place because you're going to be able to push through things a little easier when you have a mental mindset that's positive. Okay. So mental toughness, let's just talk about that. By having mental toughness and pushing through things, by pushing through stuff that's hard, I believe you create self-esteem. I believe you create more belief. You maximize your confidence, grit, self-worth, discipline, determination, all kinds of stuff, right? But as you persevere through those things, you're creating the mental toughness when you go through things. And I'm not sure I was reading it, but anyway, and there's all kinds of things. Like I went through this before, we're in charge of our own happiness, all these different things, peace, all this stuff. So with your growth, I think as you push through things, you're going to grow, which is why if you're watching this, you're like, hey, how do I get started? Okay, well, let's just keep it simple. Let's get a bunch of leads, dial the phone, and let's go, right? Take action. So you got to take action to make things happen. I think the more action steps you take, the more shots you take, if you will. So if you're talking about dialing the phone, the more dials, you're going to get better. The more homes you go in, you're going to get better. The more action that you take, the better you will become. Some people somebody asked me the other day, it's like, hey, how do you get over the nerves on the phone? Pick up the phone, dial the phone, and say, hey, you want any insurance? That sounds silly, but if that's what it takes, hey, I'm not really trying to sell you anything, but I sell insurance. You want any? I remember I was in the field knocking on doors. So I would literally go into a gas station to kind of kick my week off a little bit. I'd just go and say, hey, man, you need insurance? They'd be like, what kind? Whatever you need. Even if I had one product. I didn't care. I wanted to break ice, break conversation. Plus, it just kind of got me going. It's like when you're playing basketball and you run down and you throw up the first three. Even if you miss it, you feel good you took a shot. Now, hopefully you made it. But if you go to like football, it's like football. Sometimes do I get nervous? I don't know. I had the butterflies just like anybody else, I guess. But once I laid the wood to somebody and hit somebody, got my head hit a little bit. That's why, when guys get out on the field and they're banging their head against, there's one reason I do it. They're trying to get that energy up. They're trying to get that first hit out of the way. Let's knock each other into the wall. Let's hit somebody, before the game starts. I remember, being a kill man, I just want to go down and hit somebody or get hit. I'd rather get hit than get hit. But once that first hit was gone, the butterflies went away. It's the same thing here. Taking the first shot, sports, whatever it might be. It's getting that out of the way. It's taking action. Take actions with the calls. Take action. Go see as many people you can. Go screw it up, mess the computer up, mess the app up, mess the client up, whatever. But don't be afraid to make mistakes. Take action. If you don't take action, nothing's going to happen, right? So I started talking about mental toughness, and I started thinking about that. And, I think now as I've gotten a little bit older, I've been through things. Some of you are younger and haven't been through things. I promise whatever you're going through, it's going to make you better if you fight through it. Another thing I always like to say, I don't know where I heard it, but I'm sure it's probably similar written in the word. But if you are going through challenges right now in your life, okay, with this business, with whatever you're going through, and you run from those problems and turn the other way, a lot of times you could be running from the blessings that come right behind that challenge. Okay, so let me say that again. Sometimes you can be dealing with stuff, you turn and go away from it because you think that's a road less traveled, and you've just left a lot of things behind that were about to happen to you that were really good. So sometimes challenges are presented to them are what is that? I guess a facade for something that's about to happen. But we look at it as such a challenge, or we get in such a negative headspace that we don't realize that. Like in our business, we're going through a 0 for 7. Like we've seen 7 clients, and them said yes, or they no-showed us or whatever. And then we decide to turn around and go home. And we have 2 clients we have to see, 8 and 9, and they're both sitting there waiting on you, and you never show up. And a couple things happen. Number 1, they could die. Number 2, but they're the ones that were going to take care of their family that day, which would have ultimately took care of your family because you turned and went home because you were tired, or you had to wait a couple hours to see them or whatever. You didn't knock on doors, or you didn't make some phone calls or whatever. You just gave up, you left that there. So mental toughness is important. I think you gotta have mental toughness to push through this. You're going to have bad days. You're going to have, the way to get out of the ups and downs is just being consistent with your effort, consistent with your schedule, consistent when you show up, consistent with your attitude, consistent with the daily things you do every day. Are you waking up with zeal? Are you waking up with passion? Are you waking up with something you're happy to go do? If you're not happy with it, then fix it. What's going to make you happy? A bunch of money? No, it doesn't. It doesn't make you happy. What makes me happy, obviously my family, my friends, seeing them in good health and good places, seeing other people win makes me happy. It truly does. I had tears in my eye when Trey got his deal. Why? Well, because I love him, respect him. I did the same thing with Andrew. I think I did with Grady and Nick. I don't know. They're all my buds. I look up to them. It changed their family's life to partner with integrity. We have that opportunity. We're excited about that opportunity for us. It's in front of us. If we work hard and we want to be a partner with a great, amazing company, who wouldn't want to follow a guy like Brian Adams? Who wouldn't want to follow a guy like Sean Mike? I know I do. I know Andrew Taylor. I want to follow him. Let's go to battle. I got my team. Let's roll. We've been blessed to have great people on our team, people that we work with. I love the people I work with. Now, some of them drive us crazy sometimes. We let them. But ultimately, we're in this thing together. We're in this for a fight. And I think going back to mental toughness, we're going to go through things. Let me explain. So if you're out in the field and you're having a tough day, when I was in the field, I was not going to be denied. I'd stop in a convenience store. I'd call somebody. I'd always have people to call to check up on, see if they're ready to do what they were going to do. I was calling to book more appointments. I was knocking on doors. I was going to do whatever it took. I wanted to protect 10 to 15 families every single week, period. That's all I cared about. I knew that would take care of my family. I knew that would take care of my business. And I knew that would ultimately help me grow my agency, help me hire staff, and help me help other people grow. And everything I did was designed around that. It was designed around protecting families, working hard, trying to do my very best to lead by example, not overthinking things, showing up every day. That's half the battle, guys. Half the battle is showing up to the office before 7:30. Half the battle is staying in the office if you're dialing until 7 or 8 at night, if that's what it takes, or more. Half the battle is getting out of your car door when you have to go see a client. Half the battle is your mindset that you choose to have that day. Are you having a beat down mindset? Oh, Will is me mindset, or this doesn't work mindset? Or are you having, hey, these people need me. I'm going to show up. I need to serve. I need to protect them. I need to make something happen. This is going to be a great day. This is going to be an amazing day for my family. This is going to be a day to protect families, to help agents, to serve clients, all those things. What attitude are you taking? Because all you can control is your attitude and your activities. I mean, whether you like me, I'm not about who likes me, who doesn't, whatever. I know my heart, and the people that know me know who I am. So if you want to get to know me, let's do it. Like, I'm here to help. But I'm truly blessed with an amazing family. I'm truly blessed with an amazing wife. I'm truly blessed with a great service. I'm truly blessed with great leadership and Sean and Andrew and other people I follow. And we have an amazing business here. And I'm not going to get up with potty mouth, and I'm not going to get up with sorrow, and I'm not going to get up with sadness and all that stuff. You're like, well, yeah, but Dave, you guys have, you protected, all these families last month, and your business is growing, and, you've done this and that. And guys, but I went through a whole lot of junk every day, a lot of days, a lot of weeks, a lot of months, a lot of years to get to here. We have. Listen to Sean's story. He went through a lot of crap to get where we are. The guys before us, the Mark Meads and the Andrew Taylors and the, all those guys, Mike and John and all the guys that went before us, Paul McLean and, Trey, all of them, Grady. They went through a bunch of junk, especially those guys around the beginning. They didn't have the leads that we have today. They didn't have this that we have. They didn't have these podcasts and things to learn on. They were trying to figure it out themselves. Thank goodness for those guys. Thanks, Dominic, for pushing through the things you had to go through. Thanks. And then you got guys that like Zach's team and other people that are just growing like crazy, and we want to grow like crazy. We want to help as many people as we can. So, but it's mental toughness. I want you to think about what his mental toughness is so strong. He pushed through whatever it took. He wasn't going to be denied. Still not to this day. I assure you that Mark Mead had a lot of mental toughness to lead the company and show people, before, protecting 10 families a week was a big deal. I mean, it was like, well, that can't be done, but Sean said it would be. Isn't that funny? He says it happens, right? So, but, God is good, man. I'm super happy to be here. I love FFL. I love this company. I love what it's about. But I think, having discipline every single day, setting your schedules, staying disciplined to your word, accountable. These are a lot of words you got to live by. But if you're finding yourself in a tough place, reach up. Don't reach down. Reach up to somebody. Reach up to a leader. Find the one that you can connect with. Find the one you can build a relationship with. Find the one that can be your mentor and follow. It doesn't have to be the one you're direct to. It might be somebody else. Okay? It doesn't mean you don't like the other person. It doesn't mean you don't love them or care for them, but just not be the person you relate to as much or could pull you along the way you want to be pulled, right? But at the end of the day, it's up to us. It's not up to anyone else. Okay? It's not up to somebody else to give you people. It's not up to somebody else to do something for you. It's up to you. You own your own business. What are you going to do with it? What are you going to do today to change your life? Or are you going to look around at what everybody else is doing or what everybody else is maybe supposedly getting or you think they're getting? Or what is it you're looking for? Stop looking at other people. Stop looking at that. Look in the mirror and how can I get better? What can I do different? And how can I become a better example for my team, my people, to help them? And they're not my people, but you know what I mean, the people I work with. So I hope this helps somebody. But, again, I'm going back to mental toughness. I just think that you got to push through, man. You're going to have days you don't want to do this. You're going to have days you don't want to get out of bed. You're going to have days, I don't know about that, but you may not feel 100%, right? Get up anyway. Put your feet on the ground and move, right? A lot of times you just get up and make it happen, right? Have a good, whether it takes music, reading the word, praying, working out, whatever it is to get yourself right, get yourself right. Listen to something that motivates you to get you ready to go. Don't go around being around other people being negative. You're just going to turn them down. It's not your job to do that, to put your junk on people. Have a challenge to talk to my wife like she's my best friend. So it's like, I don't like to tell her, like say my knee's hurting. I don't like to tell her that, but sometimes I will. What's wrong with you? Oh, my knee hurts a little bit. It doesn't get hurt. Like I don't try to feel pain. Like keep moving. Let's keep growing and things like that. So mental toughness. I want you to challenge yourself this week to get better in that area. How can I become like, you fall down, you pick up, you skin your knee, you wipe it off and you keep moving. Okay. You bust your head up against the wall, put a Band-Aid on it, keep moving, right? Don't slow down, whatever you're doing. Don't let little obstacles get in your way for the dreams and the things you want for your family. Do you truly want that? Whatever it is that you're fighting for, is it big enough? Is it deep inside in you enough that you're going to push through what you need to? Are you going to have the mental toughness? Because that's what it is. This is mental. It's not physical. It's mental. Have your mind right, whatever it takes. Have the right attitude. Have a servant's heart. Be willing to work hard every day when you wake up. If you're doing the right things by people, they know it, and they're going to follow you. If you're working hard and you have that sincere heart. So I hope this makes a difference. I hope that you hear, read more podcasts, study more, work hard, all those things. I appreciate you getting on. And again, challenge yourself every day to get better. Let's wake up tomorrow, get better. How do I get better every day? How do I read more? How do I listen to more podcasts? How do I just take my 10x my activity every single day? So thanks for being on Family First Life Velocity. Go to Weekend Warriors podcast, Family First Life Velocity on YouTube. Make sure you check out all the different things that we got going on at Family First Life. We have a T&L that we do every Friday. It's public. It's on Facebook, 11 o'clock. We had last one was John Porcino on there. Before that was Dominique and Brent Abernathy and some other guys. So every Friday, 11 o'clock Eastern. You got Paul McLean on Mondays, 8 Pacific, which I think is 12 Eastern. Does a wake-up call. It's amazing. Got Zach Towski does stuff. There's a lot of people doing stuff. Andrew's got his stuff going on, FFL USA. And then, of course, we have FFL Velocity in our podcast and things like that. So, again, we're just trying to help. Frank Femi does the National. He has some things that he does off the bench and stuff for stuff's great stuff. So, just a lot of good people that we get to work with here and learn from. So there's plenty of content out there for you to learn. Make sure you're seeking out stuff and growing every single day. So hope this makes a difference for you, man. Appreciate you guys being on. Love with this business, love the people in it, love serving the people, and just grateful to be here. So hope this makes a difference in your life today. Thanks.